What is up, everybody? It's your boy, King Boys Productions, and I am back at it with another video. So today, we are here with a new episode of Next Up. So if you don't know what Next Up is by now, I mean, we're on episode 7, so... but Next Up is a series where we dive into an up-and-coming artist who I personally think is next up in the game. These are going to usually just artists that I have grown a personal liking for. Maybe I know them personally. Maybe I have just seen a lot of their stuff and I really like it. Whatever it could be, these are artists that I think not only should be next up, but I think will be next up. And that's why I think this is a fun series. I do a lot of research in this series. I dive into artists and I do more background story. You know, it's not just listening to music. It's literally me going into some details about their career / life, I guess. But I feel like I need like a special intro for Next Up or something. If anyone's good at making like cool little intro graphics or something like that, if you can do like a Next Up thing, I'd appreciate that. But anyway, Next Up, episode 7. Today we are talking about an artist named Kody Lavigne. Now he has been on my radar for a while. He's been making songs for a minute now. I mean 4 years is not that long, but I've known about him for a while now. I've been listening to him for a while, and I was like, I need to do a video on him. He genuinely seems like a good dude. I did a video a couple years ago now, probably over a year ago. I don't know, but I did a video where people that I think should blow up, or rappers that I think should blow up. I did it on my channel, and he was one of them on that list. And I think he like posted it on his story or something like that. So not really too much interaction I've had with him personally, but generally seems like a good dude on everything that he posts and shit. So I mean, I can't really talk about anything because I don't know. But he's an artist from Connecticut. He started releasing music in 2019. Apparently he got into music because of listening to the OG Uzi, like 2016 Uzi. That's what got him into music. And I mean, you can hear the influence that it has had on his music with the more melodic sound. He came up with his name randomly, not his real name. So that's a fact that I learned. I honestly thought the whole time his name was actually just Kody Lavigne. And I was like, okay, what am I going to judge someone's name? No. But it's not his real name. And I could not anywhere find his actual name. So I don't know if he keeps that private. I'm sure at some point there's some things you want to keep private. Maybe his personal name, his actual name he wants to keep private. I mean, all power to you. And I heard in it, so I read this interview that he did online, and he said his dream features would actually be Avril Lavigne, who actually would likely have inspired the ending of his name, Kody Lavigne, and Owl City, which was kind of like, hey, those are kind of crazy collabs. That would be a crazy kind of change in pace to like Kody's music, because Kody makes the more melodic singing rap stuff. I mean, I don't even know if I consider it rap. Like melodic, I don't know. Is it pop? I don't know. It's that melodic rap style where you're not really rapping, you're more saying. Is it more pop? I don't really know. Is the exact genre. The genres are so like broad now that there's so many things you can do, and like technically you're still making rap music per se, or R&B music, or pop, but like you're not really stuck in a certain genre. I feel like there's so many artists that are not stuck in a certain genre anymore, and he's one of them. His first song that he released is titled No Room, and that's the one he released back in 2019. His biggest song, and the first song I actually heard from him, is a song called In the Hills, which I will play later in the video. In the Hills, and it has 1.1 million streams on Spotify, which is massive. 1.1 million streams, that's crazy. But my thing also is, I talk about it a lot in these videos. Like I talk about, the numbers on Spotify, the numbers. But we can't forget like YouTube numbers. We can't forget SoundCloud numbers if people are posting on SoundCloud. We can't forget Apple Music. Like, so these are just not like me saying, oh man, 1.1 million streams is crazy. That's just, like I said, that's just on Spotify. That's not including anything else. So this song is even more massive than we could ever think. He released his first EP called Planet Black Star last year. I'm not exactly sure when last year. I think it was like 7 songs ish. I don't know what the difference. I'm still not really the difference between an EP and an album. I guess it's just the size of it, because only 7 songs. It's not enough to be considered an album. I don't really know. And even I think this song was on that album. I'm not 100% sure on that, but he got posted on the Lyrical Lemonade website for his song called Damaged, which is, I mean, that's got to be, I mean, that's a dream of mine, is to one day have one of my songs at least posted on the Lyrical Lemonade, even if they don't really talk about it that much, even if it's like a short little article, it's on the Lyrical Lemonade website. Like, shit, like that's the biggest thing for musicians right now. It's crazy. He currently sits at 38K monthly listeners on Spotify. And again, we have all these different places where people can stream music. So just saying that is not like, no, that's, 38K, that's pretty good, But what about all these other places that people listen to music? We don't know. And gets a lot of comparisons to artists like Juice WRLD and A Boogie. I hear a lot of the Juice WRLD vibe to him. A little bit of A Boogie. I don't really listen to A Boogie too much. But definitely I definitely hear the Juice WRLD vibe in his music. So you can see like where he got a little inspiration from. But again, I hate saying gets comparisons to. I always say it because like if you guys are planning on going out and listening to this art to Kody, then you might want to be like, oh, if I like Juice WRLD and A Boogie, maybe I might like his music. But I do hate the comparisons and to say like, oh, he sounds like these artists, because I think every artist should have their own lane and not be compared to all these outside people. But also at the same time, you do kind of like getting compared to some of these outside people, because it's like, oh, you think I sound like Juice WRLD? Like, that's crazy, because he was one of the biggest at the time. I mean, that shit's crazy. But don't compare artists, or don't like try and fit them into a box. Like, let people do what their thing. I just put that just as a way for people to see like, oh, if I like this music, I might like this, He's definitely in the new age of music, and I say this in where I was kind of talking about how the broad genres are, where like every song that he makes is like a different style. Like, he has some that are very similar, but he has different styles in his music, and it's not, you can't fit him into a certain genre. You can't be like, he's a rapper, he's a pop artist, he's an R&B singer. Like, you can't fit him into a specific mold, which I think, and again, I think is so cool. Like, the new age of music where an artist is not stuck in this box where like, you have to make this is what people want. You're a rapper, you have to make this kind of music. And I think if you're good at doing something and that's what you want to do, cool, go do it. But I like being able to change up your sound and make fun stuff. So I put on here lots of different variety in his music, and that again shows because of him trying these different instrumentals, him trying these different styles, that it's all like makes his music so unique. And he teases a lot of music on his TikTok page, which will be linked in the description down below. So make sure to go follow him. I'm going to be linking all of his social medias. You guys know how it goes. Linking all his social medias in my description down below. So go follow him over there. But he has been teasing a bunch of new songs and music on TikTok. So should be expecting some stuff soon, I would assume. Maybe by the end of this year, maybe we'll get another project from Kody. I hope so. I think that'll be great. I don't know if it's an album. I don't know if it's another EP. I'm not really sure. But I'm super excited to see what the future holds for him. So we're going to listen to some songs. You guys know, like I said, I've been a fan of him for a minute now. The first song I added was in February of 2021. So not forever, but like I've been a fan for a minute now. And this is the first song. This is the most popular song he has right now, and it's called In the Hills. Let's check it out. I might sing a little bit. You guys know how it goes.
She said this forever. I said, what is that? Last time that I checked, you said you wouldn't call me back. Now you see me with some money trying to get all reattached. No, bitch, fuck all that. My life been under attack. And I'm out here out. I lost the power to fail. Thought I wanted love, but that shit'd get you killed. Plotting on a dream. Reality's never real.
I'm ready.
Can't lower it out the drugs. I'm getting high in the hills. These days, not fair. I'm never relaxed. Remember when I said I loved you? I'm gonna take it back. Cause you be on the bullshit that's gonna always make me sad. Like, what the fuck is that? Time to get back in my bag. You know that I'm green at, I know that I'm fiending. Walk out in my party, double cup, yeah, got me leading. On my day, I found my love, but I don't need it. Always on my dick, they want to hate for no reason. I know why you mad, cause I'm winning. I been counting cash and little boy, you barely living. Taking trips out said, what is that? Last time I checked, you said you wouldn't call me back. Now you see me with some money trying to get unattached. No bitch, fuck all that. My life been under attack. Ain't nobody around. I lost the power and I fell. Thought I wanted love, but that should've get you killed. Plotting on the dream.
Okay, so I'm gonna play this as a song also. It's called Damage. This is the song that got posted on Lyrical Lemonade. It was off his EP Planet Black Star, so this song hits. This song fucking hits. And I'll play one more, I think, after this.
Lately I've been exhausted, I feel like I lost it. Smoking dope to cure my pain, only helps for my logic. Just trying to be honest, is that what you wanted? Trying to run away from my life, but I can't move
this
like
chorus,
I'm
man.
So every time I take a step,
It's not there yet, but
it's like I'm running out of breath. I don't have nothing left, the only thing that's left is death. Why am I such a mess? I really try to do my best. You say that you need me more, but I think that I need you less. Damage. I done took on more than I can manage. Girl, I hope you get the message, understand it. Had to break your heart, but no, I didn't plan it. Never landed, I think that I'm damaged. I done took on more than I can manage. Girl, I hope you get the message, understand it. Had to break your heart, but no, I didn't plan it. Never landed, I think that.
Okay, now we're gonna play this one. This one I feel like went super crazy on TikTok. And I think it's one of his most popular too. I can't see how many streams this shit has. It did pretty good.
Yeah. I'm taking off just like I'm in a spaceship. And if he wants smoke with a gang, I promise that chopper gon' give him a facelift, yeah. Oh, we take it to 10, just like I'm day trip. We slide in a Rari, cause my life a party, and only for nigga could face it, yeah. But I cannot keep her, so I fuck her once, then I delete her. Turn your girlfriend to a eater, sipping codeine by the liter, whoa. I keep it heater, if you run up, then you're gonna meet her. Hey, 40 knock him out the park, so I feel like I'm Derek Jeter, yeah. I cannot keep her, so I fuck her once and I delete her. Turn your girlfriend to a eater, sipping codeine by the liter, whoa. I keep it heater, if you run up, then you're gonna meet her. Hey, 40 knock him out the park, so I feel like I'm Derek Jeter, yeah. That is a bad bitch.
Okay, hold on, I gotta play one more. I think this one. Yeah, this one's called Mayhem.
Sipping this juice.
This is the last one I'm playing. You gotta listen to the rest yourself.
Remember the days when I never had shit. Now I'm the one getting money, cause I ain't no dummy, no, I'm the one laughing. Still keep it on me, I shoot at you and your homie, no, I'm never lacking. These niggas phony, turn his present to baloney, leave him in the past tense. So I just might fuck your bitch, on the real, yeah, I know she might like that. I can tell cause she on my dick, all about the money, I can never get sidetracked. Niggas really shooting on miss, but when I pop back, you will never get your life back. Yeah, niggas really throwing on breaks, keep me a clip, I do not wanna fight back. I really hope I get better, I fuck with that bitch cause the pussy is wet, yeah. In the club rocking my shell, I post with the gang and we.
Anyway, you guys know, like this, I mean, you can see he makes some bangers. And that's only like 4 songs of the however many. I accidentally closed Spotify. All right, I'm not reopening this, but I have like 20 songs liked by him. I mean, and he's still dropping. Like, it's not like it's going anywhere soon. He has this one that he's been teasing on TikTok. I don't know what it's called, but it sounds so good. I'm super excited for that one to drop. It's like a 2010s vibe song. It sounds so sick. I can't wait for him to drop it. But overall, you guys can see like every beat had like similarities, but also had like these cool differences, and it's just like, it's so good. He's just such a talented. His voice, I like the little like raspiness in his voice a little bit. It's so good to me. So shout out Kody. I really think he needs to blow up, man. Like, I truly do. And again, like I said, I don't know him personally. Like, I think we've just posted. I posted him on my story one time, and then or he posted me on his story one time, and then I reposted it or something like that. I don't even remember. I think maybe we shared a DM. I don't really remember. We might have on Instagram, but I don't really remember. So maybe he said appreciate. I don't remember. I really don't remember. So, but anyway, this is why I think Kody Lavigne is next up. Thank you.
My love's like a black hole sun, so bright when it burns, so dark when it's done. So hard to relate to one when I find myself tripping off that blunt. Tripping off this blunt, so I might be blunt if I do confront you. Don't run, no, don't run from the black hole sun.